Welcome students. Today we are here to study the digital image processing, which is an elective paper of final year 7th semester having the code EC703A. I am Kaushik Pal, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Today we will study color image processing. From this term, it is very clear that we want to perform some processing or some operation on color image. Now we have some basic idea on image and digital image. That means what do we mean by a digital image? Basically, digital image can be of three types: binary image, grayscale image, and color image. And there are different types of color models. So before starting different type of image processing on color images, we have to remember all those different type of images. That means binary image, grayscale image, and color image. So here we can see a grayscale image having different shades, gray shades between black and white. So some of the shades are known as blackish gray and some is a whitish gray. So in this case, each pixel is given a gray level value between 0 to 255 because the total number of is 256. For binary image, the value should lies between 0 and 1 because the total value is 2. We need 8 bit to store a grayscale value and 1 bit for binary image to corresponding storage. Now if we move forward to the next slide, we can see that this is a color image which is also known as RGB images. R is abbreviated form of red, G stands for green, and B stands for blue. So RGB means red, green, blue. Here each pixel is a mixture of three values of red, green, and blue. So red, green, and blue, each value lies between 0 to 255. 0 means black, 255 means white. In normalized values, RGB should lies between 0 to 1, where 0 equals to black and 1 is equals to white. So this is nothing but the RGB color images. Now if we took this indexed color images, this is another type of color images. In order to reduce the color image size, each pixel is given in the index of a color in a color table or color map. So here we can see this is a special type of index color image. Now where this color image processing may be done, so here this is the different block diagrams of image processing steps, which starts with image acquisition. The color image processing is basically used in case of image enhancement or image restoration. That means if we want to enhance the quality of the image, so that can be done by image enhancement. So in this, color image processing may be used. In the other hand, image restoration is the process by which we can restore an image by its properties. So in this case also we can use the color image processing, which can help us to either enhance the quality of the image or to restore some of the missing part of an image by image restoration process. Now color image processing is divided into two major areas. One is full color image processing, another is pseudo color image processing. For full color image processing, the image in questions typically are acquired with a full color sensor such as a color TV camera or color digital camera or color scanner. So for pseudo color image processing, the problem is one of assessing a color to a particular monochrome intensity or range of intensities. So this is all about the introduction for color image processing. If we move forward, we can see the characteristics of color images are distinguished by its properties, brightness, hue and saturation. It simplifies object extraction and identification. It motivates to use different colors, brightness and hue. Motivation to use color. Powerful descriptor that often simplifies object identification and extraction from a scene. Humans can discern thousands of color shades and intensities compared to about only 2 dozen shades of gray. So it is very easy to recognize some of the colors, different colors than the different grayscale values. So that's why this color image processing quite better than grayscale image processing. Now what is hue? This is attribute, one of the attribute associated with the dominant wavelength in a mixture of light waves. Hue is somewhat synonyms to what we usually refer to as color. Red, green, blue, yellow and orange are a few examples of different hues, mean wavelength of the spectrum. Now brightness is related with intensity. Perceived illumination depends on surrounding illuminations also. Now if we move forward the color fundamentals, in 1666 Sir Isaac Newton discovered that when a beam of sunlight passes through a glass prism, the emerging beam is split into a spectrum of colors, which is described again in the next slide. So color fundamentals, the process followed by the human brain in perceiving and interpreting color is a psychological phenomenon that is not yet fully understood. The physical nature of color can be expressed on a formal basis supported by experiment and theoretical results. We have already mentioned that in 1666 Sir Isaac Newton discovered that when a beam of sunlight passes through a glass prism, the emerging beam of light is not white but consists instead of a continuous spectrum of color ranging from violet and it is red at the other hand. So this is the spectrum of white light we can see, where in 1666 as Isaac Newton in the 24 years discovered this white light spectrum, where we can see we are using a optical prism on which the white light is being incident, and from there the different spectrum we can see at the output side. So this is color spectrum seen by passing white light through a prism. Now this is the electromagnetic spectrum of lights which has been shown here. So here we can see different type of lights like gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visible spectrum, infrared, microwaves, TV waves, radio waves. So lots of waves are there. So visible light wavelength is from around 400 to 700 nanometer we can see here. So from this electromagnetic spectrum we can easily separate out the visible spectrum. For an monochrome light source there is only one attribute to describe the quality which is known as intensity. But for a chromatic light source, there are three attributes to describe the quality. One is radiance, which is total amount of energy flow from a light source. The unit is represented by watt. Then illuminance, the amount of energy received by an observer, whose unit is lumens. And then the brightness, which is related to intensity. All these images are taken from Gonzalez and Wood's books. So here the courtesy has been given, the reference has been given here. Now this is the sensitivity of cones of human eyes, which is represented here in the graphical format. So 1 million cones in a human eye is represented there. So among them 65% is sensitive to red light, 33% is sensitive to green light, and only 2% is sensitive to blue light. So here we can see that primary colors defined by CIE in 1931, red equals to 700 nanometer, green equals to 546.1 nanometer, and blue equals to 435.8 nanometer. So this is the sensitivity of cones in human eyes. Now if we move forward to the next slide, we can see the here primary and secondary color has been described. So from this diagram we can have some idea on primary color and secondary color. So here we can see there are three circles of primary colors which is overlapped one to other. Now the common portion which has been overlapped are known as the secondary color, but the separate or identical part is known as the primary color. So here we can have some idea about the primary color and the secondary color from this diagram. This is the example for the primary and secondary colors which we have given in the previous slide. So we will take an example of RGB or red, green, blue. So here additive primary colors are RGB, that means red, green, blues, used in the case of light sources such as color monitors. RGB and together to get white subtractive primary colors is CMY, used in the case of pigments in printing devices. White subtracted by CMY to get the black color. So here we can see the mixture of light of RGB, that means red, green and blue. The primary color here are red, green and blue, and the portions overlapped between green and red is represented by yellow. The portion overlap between green and blue is known as cyan, and the portion overlapped by red and blue is the magenta. And all these three, that means red, green, blue, are combined together to form the white. So this is the mixtures of light additive primaries. Now if we see the mixture of pigments, so here we will consider yellow, magenta and cyan. So the combinations of yellow and magenta will give us red, the combination of yellow and cyan will give us green, and the combinations of magenta and cyan will give us blue. So this is primary and secondary colors of light and pigment has been given in the form of two diagram. From this it is very clear to have an idea about the RGB colors and as well as the CMY colors model. So here Another examples has been given. So the three basic quantities need to describe the quantity of chromatic light sources are radiance, luminescence and brightness. Now what about the radiance? The total amount of energy that flows from the light sources measured in watts is known as radiance. Luminescence, the amount of energy an observer perceives from the light source measured in lumens. We can have high radiance but low luminance. Brightness, a subjective, partially unmeasurable notation that embodies the intensity of the light. So here we can see the luminescence and the corresponding brightness. At the last we can see the left side picture having less brightness, whereas the right side picture having more brightness. Now this is color models. So if we want to see the color models, here color by defining a 3D coordinate system and a subspace that contains all considerable colors within a particular model. A color model is an abstract mathematical model describing the way colors can be represented as tuples of numbers, typically as 3 or 4 values or color components. Each color model is oriented towards either specific hardware RGB, CMY, YIQ, etc. or image processing applications HSI. Any color that can be specified using a model will correspond to a single point within the subspace it defines. Moving forward to the next slide, we can see this is color characterizations. So here we will consider three terms again, which is known as hue, saturation and brightness. And hue and saturation combines gives us the idea about the chromaticity. So here amount of red is represented by X, green Y and blue Z. To form any particular color is called tristimules. Now what is hue? This is the dominant color corresponding to a dominant wavelength of mixture light wave. Saturation is relative purity or amount of white light mixed with a hue inversely proportional to the amount of white light added. So this is very important for color characterization process. Now here we can see a RGB color model. RGB color model based on Cartesian coordinate system has been given here. The purpose of color models is to facilitate the specification of colors in some standard. So here we can see we have represented the corresponding green value in x-axis, the blue value in y-axis and the red value in the corresponding z axis. Now the combinations of several combinations of them is the blue and red combined magenta, the combinations of blue and green gives cyan and the combination of red and green gives yellow, and if all the combinations are there it will give the white, and if we convert these to a monochrome corresponding values it will give us the grayscale. So this is the RGB color model represented using a Cartesian coordinate system. Now here again we can see the color depth 24 bits. So here we can see R equals to 8 bits, green or G equals to 8 bits, blue or B equals to 8 bits. So here the values of R equals to 0, G is equals to 0 and B is equals to 0 is represented by which is hidden faces of the cube, and we can also see the total color depth is 24 bits, that is equivalent to 16777,216 colors. So in color cube models we can represent these 16777,216 colors. Now this is the three different color component. The first one is red component, the next one is green component, and the last one is blue component. For the first one, the red intensity value is fixed at 127. Now if we use a color monitor and combine all these three components of red, green and blue, then we can have a color RGB image. So from this image we can see that the three different color components are not in color, they are in grayscale. So all the three separate red, green and blue color components are looks like grayscale image, but when they combine they can be seen as a color image or RGB image. So here we can also see the RGB color image models, where again the 3 RGB has been given, which has been passed through a color monitor producing the RGB image. Now we can also see the different type of combinations, either that may be green blue, so the corresponding green blue, that means here R equals to 0. For the second case, this is the combinations of red and blue where corresponding green is 0, and for the last one the blue is 0, that means this is the combined image of red and green. So three different type of combinations has been given here. One is for GB, another is for RB, and the last one is for RG, considering R equals to 0 for the first case, G is equals to 0 for the second case, and B is equals to 0 for the last case. So this is the color image models. Now this is the corresponding safe RGB colors. Safe RGB color is a subset of RGB colors. There are 216 colors common in most operating system, which has been given here. The 216 safe RGB colors, all the grays in the 256 colors RGB system, grays that are part of the safe color group are shown here. So the black is represented by all 0, whereas the white is represented by all F. So this is nothing but the safe RGB colors. Now moving to the next slide, we can see the different pros and cons of RGB image. That means different type of advantages and disadvantages for RGB model. If we consider the advantages of RGB model, this is straightforward. That means great for hardware implementation. It matches well with human visual system, strong response to red, green and blue. So these were the advantages for RGB model. If we consider the disadvantage of RGB model, this is difficult for human descriptions of color. That means humans do not describe color as RGB percentages. It is too difficult. Highly redundant and correlated, that means all channels hold illuminance informations, reduces coding efficiency. So these were all the disadvantages for RGB model. So from this slide we can have an idea about the pros and cons of RGB models. Here we can see again the RGB safe color cubes, where the two number system has been considered. One is hex and another is a decimal, and the corresponding color equivalence has also been given here. So the decimal is represented by 0 and hex is represented by 00, whereas for decimal the maximum number is represented by 255, where hex is represented by FF. So other values has been also given here. So this is the valid values of each RGB component in a safe color, which has been represented in the decimal number system as 0, 51, 102, 153, 204 and 255, whose equivalent hex number is 00336699 CC and FF. So here from the diagram we can see this. The RGB cube is divided into 6 intervals on each axis to achieve the total 6 to the power 3, that means 216 common colors. However, for 8-bit color representation there are the total 256 colors, therefore the remaining 40 colors are left to operating system. Now CMY and CMYK color models has been discussed here. If we consider the corresponding values of cyan, magenta and yellow, it is known as CMY color models. If we consider the black with this CMY, it should be CMYK color models. So where C is equals to cyan, M is magenta, Y is yellow and black is represented by K. The corresponding value also be given here. So this is the mixture of pigmentations which has been given here. All the corresponding values has been given also, we can see from this slide. So next color model is HSI color model, which is also very much popular. So H is hue, S is saturation and I is intensity. So RGB CMY models are not good for human interpretation. So in that case HSI color model plays a very important role. So for HSI color model, hue is the dominant color, saturation is the relative purity, inversely proportional to the amount of white light added. So this hue and saturation is nothing but the color carrying informations, and there is another term which is intensity, that is related to brightness. So this is all about the HSI color model, which is very much important in case of this color image processing. Now here from these two diagrams we can see that one is for RGB, another is for HSI. So if we want to have the relationship between the RGB and HSI color models, so we can easily understand from this two diagram where the different primary colors and the formation of secondary colors has been described for both RGB as well as HSI color models. This is the hue and saturations on color planes. So here we can have three geometrical shapes. One is hexagonal, another is circular, and the last one is the triangle. So for the hexagonal we can see in the middle it is white, as because all the color merges there. So a dot is the plane, is an arbitrary color, hue is an angle from a red axis, and saturation is a distance to the point which has been given in the diagram. So here from this also the HSI color model is very much clear to us. So here we can see intensity is given by a position on the vertical axis, for the first circle I is considered as 0.75, and for the next one I is considered as 0.5. So this is representation of HSI color models. Now if we consider the triangle, so the first case I here again is equals to 0.75, and for the second case I is equals to 0.5. So here intensity is given by position on the vertical axis. This is also related to HSI color model. Now here the example of HSI components of RGB cube has been given here. So we can see the first cube is the RGB cube, and the other three is hue, saturation and intensity. So if we look that is these three, hue, saturation and intensity, all are grayscale in nature, but if we combine these hue, saturation and intensity together to form the corresponding values to the RGB, so it will be then looks like a color image, but separately they looks like a grayscale. Now this is the corresponding formulas for the conversion from RGB to HSI. That means if we want to convert some values from RGB to HSI, then we request this. So for the hue, saturation and intensity, all values has been given here. Now if we consider the conversion from HSI to RGB, that also been given here. So for this the three sectors are there. One is for combinations of R and G, another is G and B, and the last one is B and R. So they are known as RG sector, GB sector and BR sector. So the corresponding value for RGB has been given for each three sectors. So this is the example of HSI components of RGB colors which has been shown here. So the first one is the RGB image, and the next three is the hue, saturation and intensity. So we can see the corresponding equivalent hue, saturations and intensity images for the equivalent RGB images. If we move forward to the next slide, we can see that the RGB image has been given here. So here we will consider some manipulations on HSI components. So first we took a RGB image and we converted it into its equivalent HSI model, that means hue, saturation and intensity. So the equivalent hue, saturation and intensity of the RGB image has been given in the corresponding left side images. So now after a little bit manipulations to the hue, saturation and intensity, we can easily see the difference of the first image hue, first image saturation, first image intensity with the second image hue, saturation and intensity. And as we have manipulated, so if we reconstruct the RGB image from this hue, saturation and intensity, we can see that RGB image has been changed. So here whatever we have given as the input is not same as the output. So in manipulations to the hue, saturations and intensity can differ the corresponding RGB image also. So we have to be very careful that we should not change the hue, saturation and intensity in such a matter that the original RGB image changes. So thank you all. These were about the color image processing basics. So some of topics are there we will discuss in the next class. Now so hope you have gone through the entire process, that what we means by color image, how you can process it, and different type of color models also has been discussed here. So hope you have understood. If you have any queries, you can mail me, or you can WhatsApp me, or you can call me. My email address and phone number has been given here. Thank you very much.